Chapter 25. Hagen met me at the door to the video room where my guard now dropped me off every day. "Got a new one," Hagen told me. "A new video?" He steered me toward a chair and hit play. It was Darius again, looking dirtier, more haggard. His beard was fuller now, and he wore a turban on his head. I barely recognized him. It had only been, about a month and a half since the very first video? But for Darius, it had been a lifetime. For me, too. We'd been going over the videos for days, piecing together the clues and the events Darius had been referring to. I told Hagen the made-up Rostam stories Darius mentioned, and Hagen used his experience and knowledge of foreign affairs to link them to recent incidents in the Middle East. What Darius meant with some of his references was still a mystery to us, but a new video trumped everything. This was what we'd been waiting for. If Darius dropped a clue in this one and we were able to decipher it, we might be able to stop whatever it was before it happened. Maybe even find a way to rescue Darius. I focused on what Darius was saying. Most of it was the usual ranting about America and the infidels. Then he made another Rostam reference. I almost stood and cheered. Hagen was excited too, I could tell. He hurriedly rewound the video so that we could hear it again. "Like Rostam taking on the Joker's smiling goons, we will score a victory for justice," Darius said. Hagen was scribbling in his notebook. "Like Rostam taking on the Joker's smiling goons, we will score a victory for justice," he repeated. "That one? Seriously?" I said. My elation of a moment before was gone, replaced by a feeling of hopelessness. "Why? What is it?" Hagen asked. "What's the story?" "Well, that's just it," I said. "It isn't much of one." Hagen waited, pen hovering over a page in his notebook. I sighed. "One day we were playing football in the backyard, one-on-one, just throwing the ball back and forth. And Darius had the idea that the football had a bomb in it." Hagen looked up. "A bomb?" We pretended that the Joker from Batman had put a nuclear bomb in the football, and that Rostam and Siavash had to score a touchdown with it to defuse it. Hagen looked up at me skeptically. "We were kids," I said for maybe the 100th time since we'd started this. All our games and stories were stupid. Everybody's games and stories were stupid when they were little because you didn't know any better. "I'm just telling you what it was." Right, Hagen said. "What else then?" "The smiling goons were Joker henchmen he'd used his laughing gas on, like scary clowns with football helmets on. Darius and I, Rostam and Siavash, had to get past them to score." "What else?" "That's it. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to it. We just mashed up playing football with our Rostam adventures. I don't know what good it does us." We watched the rest of the video to see if Darius gave us any more clues. Right toward the end, he dropped another reference to Rostam. Hagen and I both sat up straight again. "And then, when our work is done and the last heretic is swept from the face of the earth, like Rostam at the world's end, we will go to our final rewards," Darius said solemnly. Okay, there's lots more to this story," I said, happy to once again be useful. "Rostam and Siavash have to help Optimus Prime steal back the Allspark from Syndrome, the bad guy from The Incredibles." "You've lost me on this one, I'm afraid," Hagen said. "We've moved beyond Harry Potter, yes?" "Optimus Prime is a Transformer." "Carry on," said Hagen. "So we're fighting one of Syndrome's giant robots, and we're winning when Syndrome implants nanobots in Optimus Prime and turns him against us. So now we have to fight one of our allies." "As you do," Hagen said. "We managed to lock Optimus Prime in truck mode, but the nanobots, they activate Optimus Prime's self-destruct device. If we can't get rid of him, he's going to blow up and take out half of Phoenix. So Rostam jumps on board him and... Oh no. No, I thought... And what? And he drives him over a cliff at the world's end. Optimus Prime hits the bottom and explodes. Rostam dies to save the city." Hagen gave me a dubious look. "But he lives, right? He's your hero. Heroes never die in the storybooks." "No," I said. No, Rustam really dies. The whole next story is about Siavash tracking down Syndrome to avenge his death. It turns out Syndrome's nanobots can rebuild Optimus Prime and Rustam, and they're brought back to life. So there you go, Hagen said. But Mr. Hagen, there aren't really nanobots that can bring you back to life. Hagen knew that, of course. What he hadn't considered was what the story might actually mean. Not until that moment. He hadn't thought what I had, that Darius was telling us he was going to sacrifice himself. That Darius was going to die.